they had a catch light because the light was hitting right here. You know, light's coming down this direction, and then the forehead, they may have jumped up into this area. So they had light here, but it was darker in between. I think it was a little girl I was doing, that watercolor I was doing. So she had light right above, but she didn't have light in here, so it was showing the shape of her forehead was something like that. So she was getting a little bit more. Let me divide those up so they're equal. Now, most people aren't symmetric, but we try to make them as symmetric as possible to flatter them. All right, so I've lost some of my, in blending, I've lost some of my lines, so I'm going to go back to my mouth now and finish that up. Okay, so my smile lines I lost. Let's see. So we're going to go back in with these two. So now I have a little bit, if you want to see what happens if I use a blue versus a, bring those out a little bit more, get the lines out, just balance her a little bit more, make the smile line come out in here. Now if Mona Lisa's smile is something that doesn't have deep smile lines. It will have a shadow underneath of the cheek because we're framing this, it comes forward. So we will have a shadow underneath. And on a Mona Lisa smile, what you'll get is the edge of this line. We're going to add just a little ball of value at the outer edge like that. And then we're going to take some kind of lighter value and pull that so that it transitions out of that color. So it's tight in this area, it's small in this area, but it expands over there. That's what the muscle looks like in that area. I'm going to add a little bit more color into that area and into the nostril there. And then a lot of times you'll see that this highlight that comes down, that's that bright one. That highlight that comes down next to the mouth, from the cheek, it may come on down here. This may be something that happens in your face. You may get a little bit of that happening right there. So it's a transition out of the brightest area, but coming along to bring that part of the face forward. What happens in photographs often is that the flash hits, and so all of this value that's going so far back in space gets flattened